or two for the present, but now we may be silent.
You talk by the rule then when you're dancing.
I have always noticed, Mr. Darcy, a great similarity in the turning of our minds. We are each of an unsocial, taciturn disposition, each unwilling to speak unless we expect to say something that will amaze the whole room, and be handed down to posterity with all the eclat of a proverb.
This is no very striking resemblance of your character, I am sure. How near it may be to mine, I cannot pretend to say.
I have recently had the pleasure of forming an acquaintance with a childhood friend of yours, a Mr. Wickham.
Mr. Wickham is blessed with such happy manners as may ensure his making of friends. Whether he is equally capable of retaining them is less certain.
He's been so unfortunate as to lose your friendship, and in a manner which he may suffer from his whole life.
What think you books, Inspector?
I cannot talk of books in a ballroom. My mind is somewhere else. I recall hearing you say, Mr. Darcy, that your resentment once created was unappeasable. You are cautious, I suppose, then, to its being created.
I am.
And never allow yourself to be blinded by prejudice?
Why do I ask what these questions tend?
Merely to the illustration of your character. I cannot make it out.
And what is your success?
I do not get on at all. I hear such a variety of stories as to puzzle me exceedingly.
I can readily believe that reports may vary greatly with respect to me. And I could wish, Miss Bennett, you would not sketch my character at present, as there is reason to fear that the performance will reflect no credit in either.
Oh, Mr. Darcy, you are, if I am not mistaken, the nephew of my eminent partner, Lady Catherine, who has secured for me the living at the Hunsford Parsonage. Thus, allow me to observe that I consider the clerical office as equal in point of dignity to the highest rank in the kingdom, provided that proper humility and behavior is to be well maintained.
You have neglected your name, sir.
Have I?
You have.
Mr. Cole, sir.
Delighted.
Excellent. Most excellent. I have no reason, I assure you, to be displeased with my reception. He has answered me with utmost civility, and upon the whole, I am very much pleased with him.
Though he neglected his name.
Did
Ah, Miss Eliza. I hear you were quite delighted with George Wickham.
Oh yes, this is Sir James from Hopkins. Did you know he was the son of late Sir Arthur Stewart?
I believe he so asserted.
Let me recommend to you, however, as a friend, not to give implicit confidences to all of his assertions. As to Mr. Darcy losing an ill, it is perfectly false. But on the contrary, he has always been most remarkably kind. Well, George Wickham has treated Mr. Darcy in most infamous manner. I do not know the particulars, but believe in coming back to the country is most insolent thing. Considering his descent, one cannot expect much better.
His guilt and his descent appear by your account to be one and the same, though I have heard you accuse him of nothing worse than of being the son of Mr. Darcy Stewart, and of that I can assure you he informed me himself.
I beg your pardon. Please excuse my interference. It was kindly meant.
Excellent girl.
My heavens, you served wonderfully.
Under your instructions, sir. Well, that at least promises all the felicity that only a marriage of true affection can bestow.
Oh, Miss Bingley, I needn't enumerate the advantages of such a match.
Mamma!
Oh, such a comfort living but 3 miles apart. It's such a comfort knowing how fond you are of Jane.
Unfortunately, our carriage awaits.
So listen, I wish to speak to Miss Bingley.
We must go.
I wish to speak to Miss Bingley.
Mamma!
Do not fight me on this.
Mamma!
I wish to...
We must go!
Oh, Miss Elizabeth, it is a great shame that we quitted it at once.
When at last the guests and officers had quitted the house, Mamma spoke of all the way home preparations, new carriages, wedding clothes, and seeing Jane settled at Netherfield within 3 months. Oh, and Mr. Cole married to Elizabeth as well.
May I hope, madame, for the interest in the matter of your penultimate eldest, Elizabeth, for I have had the honor of soliciting a private audience with her over the course of this morning.
Oh, gracious, indeed. A private audience. I see the drift, Mr. Collins. And I am sure Lizzie will be very happy and will have absolutely no objections. Come, Kitty, wish to speak
Dear madam, do not go.
Not go.
Mr. Collins must forgive me. There is nothing that he could say to me that everybody need not hear.
Lizzie, I desire you stay where you are.
In fact, I'm going away myself.
Lizzie! I insist upon you staying and hearing what Mr. Collins has to say. Stay! Come, Judy!
Your modesty only adds to your other perfections. For my attentions have been too marked to be mistaken. But before I am run away with my feelings, I shall enumerate my reasons for marrying. First, to set the example of matrimony in my parish.
Of course.
Second, it really adds to a man's well-being. And thirdly, on a particular advice and recommendation of Lady Catherine herself, let her be a useful sort, being able to make a small income go a long way. Her very words. You may notice, dear cousin, that I do not reckon the notes of Lady Catherine the least of my advantages. Your wit and vivacity, I am sure, must be acceptable to her, especially when tempered with the silence and respect which her brain invariably excites. And fourth, as I am to inherit the estate to the death of your honored father, I feel bound to choose one of his daughters, but the pain may be as small as possible. And now, nothing remains for me but to assure you, in the most animated language of the violence of my affection, to fortune, I am perfectly indifferent. As to dowry, I am well aware of your father's finances, but you can assure yourself that no ungenerous reproach shall ever cross my lips when we are married.
No.
No?
I am very sensible to the honour of your proposals, sir, but it is impossible for me to do otherwise than decline them.
It is usual for young ladies to reject at first the addresses of a man they secretly mean to accept.
I assure you, sir, I am not one of those young ladies. You could not make me happy, and I'm convinced I'm the last woman in the world that would make you so. Were your friend Lady Catherine to know me, she would find me to be in every respect ill-qualified. Let us consider the matter, therefore, as finally settled.
Naturally, you cannot be serious in your rejection of me. Good sense and financial necessity forbid it. It is your wish to increase my love by suspense, according to the usual practice of elegant females.
I assure you, sir, I am not an elegant female intending to plague you. I am a rational creature speaking the truth from her heart. I will not have you. Can I speak it plainer?
You are uniformly charming.
Mr. Collins, have you been the first to congratulate you?
She has begun to like you with her refusal.
Oh, refusal?
Yes, and her bashful modesty and delicacy of the character.
Oh, Mr. Bennett, you ought to immediately. She's a headstrong, foolish girl, does not know her own interests.
Headstrong?
But I will make her know it.
Headstrong? Foolish? Dear me, if it was so, then it would be better not to force her acceptance. Because if liable to such defects of temper, she could not contribute much to my felicity.
Oh, Mr. Bennett, you ought to immediately. Oh, Mr. Bennett, you must make Lizzie marry Mr. Collins, but she vows she will not have him.
Pray, excuse me.
Oh,
I have not the pleasure of understanding you.
Mr. Collins vows he will not have Lizzie.
And
Lizzie!
And what would I do on the occasion?
Why tell her you insist upon her marrying him?
Come here, child. Is it true Mr. Collins made you offer of marriage?
It is.
This offer of marriage you refused.
I have.
Alternative, and unhappy alternatives before you. Your mother will never see you again if you're not married to Mr. Collins, and I will never see you again if you do.
I tell you what, Miss Lizzie, you go on like this and never make it a husband at all. And I do not know who is to maintain you after your father is dead. Oh, Mr. Collins.
Please, excuse me, but I wish to withdraw my pretensions to your daughter's favor.
Oh,
For I have come to feel that her high spirits may not find their perfect expressions in the somewhat circumscribed life of Parliament. I have certainly meant well, but if my manner in any way has been reprehensible, I hereby leave to apologize. I am resigned, but hope Approved. The resignation is never so perfect when the blessing denied begins to lose its value in our estimation.
Now, Miss Lizzie, I shall simply state that I will never speak to you again. You shall find me as good as my word. I have no pleasure speaking to undutiful children.
The discussion of Mr. Collins' offer was now nearly to end, but rather than become in disarray, he made it known.
But he was to have gone on Saturday, and Saturday still he meant to stay.
And
Yesterday's attentions paid to Lizzie were transferred,
to Charlotte Lucas, who was visiting,
and whose civility in listening to him was a seasonable relief to us all.
Jane, this is coming from Netherfield, I think.
From Netherfield,
Yeah. Caroline Bingley says like the whole party are leaving for town without any intention of ever coming back again. She would. I do not pretend to regret anything I shall leave in Hertfordshire, except your society, my dearest friend. It is evident by this that Mr. Bingley comes back no more this winter. It is only evident that Miss Bingley does not mean he should.